Yes, the hat.
Something you brought up to me is how right now it's huge in pop culture, on the Twitterverse, whatever, social media. This Jim Carrey clone. We're gonna get our facts straight here. Hold on. Right before we came on, right, I came on here with you, I saw a post. Let's see here. It doesn't exist anymore. Interesting.
That makes it even better. That it makes it even better than seeing the actual videos that it was taken down in the time that we talked about it.
My gosh.
Was it the one of him talking where they were asking him if he was a clone? Was it that one?
No. Oh, did I screenshot it? Please, Shelly. Shelly, I think you might have. There's a chance. There's a chance I screenshot it.
Because there was a video of somebody like straight up asking him if he was like a clone or something like that. You know what's crazy though, and this is gonna totally show my age, is like there's just so many things online now that are like AI that like even for me sometimes it's hard to like tell if it's real or not. And I kind of like said, oh, I'll never be one of those where I get fooled by AI or whatever, because a lot of times they have like 7 fingers or something crazy, but stuff is like getting so real that like I'm like, that's AI. Or is it not AI? I can't tell anymore. So
okay, so what's interesting is when I text myself that link so that I can do it on here, it shows the preview of that tweet. So when I click on it for a split second, it'll show up. Split second, boom, then gone. So I'm trying to screenshot before.
I wonder if you could copy the link too.
Okay, got it.
You got it. Okay.
Okay, let me text it so then I can get it on the computer here. We're over here talking shit, but cracking down so we can see what's going on with Jim Carrey.
And this clone.
This clone just okay. Okay, let me see if StreamYard lets me share that screen.
I hope so, because this whole story is like insane to me. When I saw it, I was like, I know Shelly will be all about this.
Hold on a second. We're going to get to the bottom of this here. Let me just X out of there. Okay. Window. Here we go. Share.
There it is.
Okay. So this gal, Lena, says, have y'all seen what Alex Stone posts? Well, friends, it turns out the whole Jim Carrey thing was a social experiment and it was Alexis.
Is that like legit though?
But here's the thing, going back to your AI, who knows? So if we go over, let me just go back. If you go to that person's thing, it's still on their story, and they whether it's AI or not, like you said, to your point, they seem to be in Paris, which was where the film festival was,
right?
The thing, the award. So I just wanted to bring this before we get into like the whole thoughts I have on it. I just wanted to bring this up because this was like literally right before, like I was setting up and everything. I was like, wait a minute, what? That kind of makes sense too. Here we go. Oh, I can't see their it's too hard. That's what she said. It's on their story, and I'll just show it on the screen here. Because I could do it on Instagram. Okay, so here's this dude. He's in Paris.
Okay.
And then there's like the Jim Carrey hair, the teeth, and thing, and that's with the girl, and that's the next thing that comes on his story.
Okay.
So on his actual page, it says he's in Paris, France, and it says Alexis Stone as Jim Carrey in Paris. And that's what the official post is for this person that's posting this. And this person, this Alexis Stone, because I don't know who that is, has 1.3 million followers. So you know they're a part of it. So that was a very interesting twist, because before seeing that, when you sent it to me, of course it was all over the place. I wasn't paying attention. So I was like, okay, whatever, Jim Carrey. And then when you brought it to my attention, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting, actually. And so a couple of thoughts I had on it was, what if, because there's so many what ifs. I don't know if you agree with that, but there's so many what ifs. What if this is somebody that, or what if that is Jim Carrey, but he's had so much plastic surgery and Botox and all of this? And I know a lot of people could be like, yeah, but still, but it's like, no, if you look at people who have been doing it for a long time, and maybe he has, it just wasn't really noticeable. And then he kicked it up a few notches as he got older and more insecure about it. A good example, actually, Vince freaking McMahon. He looks weird now. He does not look how he probably would have aged if he just didn't do anything. But obviously he's been getting work done. Bruce Jenner, another one, before he transitioned. I'm talking about pre-transition, when he was living as a male still. Very different. So here, Gene Simmons, even though it looks like Gene, we're so used to the way he looks now, but if we put it to the old Gene of his heyday. So I could see it just being Jim Carrey, and he got wrapped up in just messing with his face. But then his energy behind when he was talking. Yes. And then I thought, okay, you never know. Maybe he had some kind of moment and he has more peace in his life or whatever. But it didn't seem like that. And I'm very sensitive to those vibes. And it just didn't come, like, I was like, it's cute, I want to think that. But I don't think that's it. So what are your thoughts?
See, I try not to fall into the rabbit hole too deep on these things, but this one was so interesting to me because when I saw that video that I sent to you, I was like, not only does it not look like Jim Carrey, he's not acting like Jim Carrey. Like, they're interviewing him, and obviously we know Jim Carrey for years has this persona. There's only one Jim Carrey. Everybody knows who he is, how he acts, his shtick, everything. And he just didn't, like you said, like, his energy was different. So it didn't seem like him. And I do agree with the plastic surgery thing, because some people go overboard, and you could get like the eyelid surgery or whatever it's called, and it can change the whole look of your face just doing that. But there was also like a video I saw earlier of like him a couple months ago. It was like 4 months ago, where he looked like original Jim Carrey, and then this one. And I'm like, such a big change from then until now. And I'm like, this is just so bizarre to me. He's not acting like him. He doesn't look like him. So like, am I going to fall into this rabbit hole that there's a clone? Like, it could be. It could be.
It could be. And then here's the thing. I'm right there with you. Okay, so I want to because here's the thing. I want to debunk all these things. So I'm going at it every which way, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe it's the simple answer is going overboard with plastic surgery and procedures. And then, like I said, one could say maybe he had his God moment, who knows? And that changes people drastically. And I could see that. And I've seen people have that kind of transformation, but it just still didn't, at the end of the day, quite feel right. And didn't sit right with me. And then when I thought, well, maybe I'm being a jerk. What if that is the case? Because I always want to give people benefit of the doubt. And then that's when he said something about, like, he made some kind of quippy answer of like, oh, my favorite mask is the one I have on right now. And so then there was like, that made me not trust that. I almost, out of just wanting Jim Carrey to be better, because here's the thing. One of the things that bothers me about Jim Carrey is throughout the years, he's been known as this whistleblower in town, when it's like, no, he's not. He's part of them. And one of the things that he has to do, it's called, I forget what the word is. It's called karmatic something. That's what these, allegedly, I got my tinfoil hat on, allegedly. these people of status have to tell you what they're doing for their own karma and keeping that balanced. So being I'm a tinfoil hat wearer, and I wanted to believe that Jim Carrey maybe is better, because when I'd see him do these, like Jimmy Kimmel, when he's like, "Oh, come on, Jimmy, you know," and everyone's like, "See, he tried to warn us." No, he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look like a person trying to warn you? That looks like a person being erratic and just like has an agenda behind why he's telling you these things.
Right.
So, in my opinion. So, I wanted to see a more, who is Jim Carrey? Who are you? That guy that, like, when Jenny McCarthy used to go out with him, who she knew, you know, when he was turned off and he wasn't being the Jim Carrey character and he was just being Jim. Good old Jim. Like, so that's why I wanted to give him that benefit of the doubt of, like, maybe he had like a moment. Maybe this is the real him that he's hidden from us this whole time, and he's old and tired and too much plastic surgery, and he just wants to just like move on. But then he said that comment, "The mask I have on," and then that's when I was like, "That's someone in a mask."
I don't know. But like you said, like, then I think of other celebrities, right? Like Pamela Anderson, right? Known for being gorgeous. And I still think to this day she is gorgeous. But now you see her on all these award shows, no makeup, you know, hair back, all natural, because she's just over being a sex symbol, right? That was what she's been all her life, and she's over it. So maybe Jim Carrey's over being the funny guy. Doesn't want to be the funny guy. Doesn't want to be who he's portrayed all these years, and he's, you know, going for something different. Or it's a gig. Could it be a gig just to get people talking, right? Like, it could be that too, like some Truman Show shit. Like,
absolutely. And then didn't they say that he even said a quote from the Truman Show movie? I think I saw something circulating. So see, it's like, here's the thing, being because it always comes back to wrestling, doesn't it, sister? Wrestling taught me 9 times out of 10, you're just being worked, you freaking marks.
And I think that's our problem, right? We always think we're being worked. So we're like, wait, I got to dig into this because nobody's going to work me.
Like, yeah, no one's going to work me. If it's going to be real, it's going to be real. But if it's the work, I'm not going to be worked.
No, I'm going to be like, I knew that was not real.